Welcome back to the story I'm A.S. by M.J. Forrest. You can pick up your own copy through Amazon for yourself or even for a friend. Now, last week we learned that Donkey lived in a town named Discourage, and a farmer took care of him. Donkey in his pen could see all the shops around him. There was a ballet studio. It had a large picture window in front of the two-story building. The building was painted a light pink with large dark blue shutters. With an awning over the red door, you just knew this was a dance studio without the sign that was situated on a stand just to the right in the ground down in front of the picture window saying Anna's Dance Studio. Inside there were mirrors covering two walls with a long wooden bar bolted to the wall running the middle of one of the mirrored walls. The floor was laid with light brown strips of wood and was so shiny and smooth that you could almost see your face in it. It was so slippery you could glide like you were skating on ice. The entrance wall had a glass case bolted to the floor with a cash register on top. Inside the case, where you could see everything, the teacher had laid many enticing things to be bought. Ballet shoes, tights, and hair ties, all in different colors. The wall just behind the case had different colors and styles of ballet costumes on racks. The walls on either side of the picture window held many pictures of past ballet recitals, and Anna kept the place very warm so her students wouldn't get chilly in their leotards. Then there was the knife shop. It was also a two-story building, but it was painted white with black shutters. It also had a red front door, but the sign on the door simply said, "The Knife Shop." There also was somewhat of a picture window like the ballet studio, just not as large, and it was made into tiny panes. You could easily look through the windows and see the workers sharpening knives and putting new handles on others. They tempted customers to come in by putting their most recent knives in the show window. When a commercial would come on about a certain knife, they would scour around their shop to find it, and if they didn't already have it, they would order it to put it in their show window right away. Inside was well lighted with spotlights on all of the cases. The medium-sized glass cases held different varieties of knives. There were several large cases filled with everything that you could think of that could cut, shave, chop, blend, shred, and many other ways to cut food and other things that were not knives. Most of those were either battery operated or had to be plugged in. The small cases held small camping knives, throwing stars, and other small specialty items. The pharmacy was a green one-story building with brown shutters. It almost reminded one of a green, crisp apple with the stem still on and a few leaves that had already turned brown. The show window had all kinds of odds and ends to entice people to come in and buy. Every month, the decorations to the show window would change for whatever holiday it was going to be. February is Valentine's month, so it was decorated with streamers of red, pink, and white. A red cloth covered the shelf, and on it were beautiful necklaces, rings, and earrings. There were boxes of chocolates and cards laid out especially for the men to see, so that they would remember to buy something for their girlfriends or wives. There were little trinkets and battery-operated toys for the kids. The owner knew that with those things in the window, the children would get their parents to come in and at least look, and then maybe they would buy something. It was the same type of setup each month, just geared to different holidays. And again, we'll pick up next week where we left off. And I hope that this reading will help some of you out there. Thank you for listening, and see you back next week.